Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Valerie Lewis right here coming to you live from the suburbs of Washington, D.C. And today I want to talk to you about content creation. Now, before we get into all of this, remember, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Also, click the bell for notifications. And definitely make sure that you share this video out because I'm going to give you some really great hacks, some simple ways for you to come up with ideas for creating content. So, this video is all about content creation ideas for those of you that are in network marketing, affiliate marketing, direct sales, online business, period. Okay. If you are marketing your business online, this will just definitely be great for you. All right. So here we go. I think a lot of times, when I'm dealing with my clients who are trying to build their businesses online, and it doesn't matter if they're new or not, they have this block, and it's really all internal. It's all up here. And they're like, Val, I can't ever figure out what I should write about, what I should talk about in my videos, what I should talk about in my blog posts, what I should talk about in my social media posts. Like, I don't know. Especially when you're new, you're like, well, I'm new, so I didn't know anything. I have no idea. So the first question I always ask is, well, do you invest in yourself? Have you taken the step to start getting some training in what it is that you do? If you've never done network marketing before, or even if you have and you've never had success before, are you doing anything differently now than you have in the past, like investing in yourself and getting yourself some training, some courses, some coaching, something, right? Besides just me, because by the time they've gotten to me, it's like, what's going on there, how can I and there you go. So for people that have done it in the past, they're like, well, I yeah, I have. I've been to a webinar, I've joined someone's email list, I've done a Facebook challenge, and I'm like, great, there's your content right there. Okay? So that is my first tip to you, is to take whatever it is that you are learning, write down 1 to 3 at the most, 1 to 3 takeaways that you got from that content. Okay. So if you attended a webinar, I'm sure you've taken notes when you go to webinars. Take 3 things from that and create your content based on that. Um, if it's a conversation, sometimes it's a conversation that you have with a mentor, or even a conversation that you've had with a prospect, whether it went well or not. You learn something from that so you can share that experience with people. And I'm not talking about venting and just going off because the person said no. That's not really like just to get on and talk about that is not really a lesson that you're teaching anyone. It's not really serving any value to anyone. But if you learn, well, you know what? Here's where I realized I went wrong in that prospecting call. And I want to share that with you so that you don't make the same mistake that I did. That would be great content that you could create. Okay. If there are certain books that you're reading, if there is a company that you've been a part of in the past and you want to give it a review, and I'm not talking about bashing a company, I'm talking about, sharing with people the reasons why, you got involved in that company. You don't have to talk about why you left, but you can talk about some of the pros and cons of being a part of a specific company. So that way, people that are researching it will find your content and they'll check you out. You have a level of authority there because you've had the experience. You haven't just, heard a rumor about it. You were there, you were in it. So that's definitely a great way for you, a great idea for content there. Um, Gosh, I mean, there's just so many things. But the major thing that you want to make sure that you do is clear your mind from the idea that you don't know. Clear your mind from the idea that you don't have anything to talk about, right? And here's a bonus tip. When you do get out here and you create content for your audience, I want you to talk to your audience as if they are your best friend. Okay. So when you're writing that social media post, act like you are sending someone a DM, right? And you're talking to somebody that you've known for years. If you get on video, right? If you get in front of that camera, I want you to look that camera lens in the eye as if that was your best friend that you've known ever since you guys were like three, right? And just talk to them like you know them, because next tip that I'm going to give you, we're going straight into that, is the fact that you want to be authentic. And you are much more authentic and much more, casual and laid back and not so tense and anxious when you're talking to somebody that you know. When you're talking to somebody that you feel comfortable with, it shows. So if you get out here and you're creating content in a manner that shows that you're comfortable, where it feels like you're talking to people that you already know, your viewers, your audience, your reader is going to feel that from your content because of the way that you write it or the way that you speak. They're going to pick up on that and they'll love that vibe, because that will allow them to feel a connection with you, which is what you want, because it's only through feeling some level of an emotional connection that they're going to reach out to you and they'll buy your stuff or join your team in the first place. Right? It's not about how great the ingredients are in your products, not about the comp plan even, okay? Because if all it took was for you to pay somebody well to do what you do, then everybody would be doing it, okay? But that's not all it takes. People want to feel fulfilled and they want to feel confident in the decision that they make. And when they feel a level of trust with the person that they're watching, um, it helps with their decision making. So you definitely want to make sure that you're authentic, right? And this is why I love doing videos, especially live videos, because if I mess up, so what? Y'all, look, we're all human. Everybody messes up. Everybody makes a mistake at some point or another, right? And stop. There's never going to be a point in your life that you're like, I never make mistakes. I have reached the never make mistakes level of life. Like, no, no, that it doesn't exist, okay? So to just be real, be yourself. And you guys have heard me on my soapbox talk about this all the time, but I so many people have gotten conditioned to believe that it's wrong for you to be yourself, and instead you need to do whatever it takes to fit in and blend in. Well, I can tell you what, you blend in, you ain't gonna make no money, okay? You're not going to make money in your business like that. You need to stand out. If you mess up a word, or even like me yesterday, I had a total brain fart. I couldn't remember what the word was I was looking for, and I was trying to say confirmation. I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. So, and that's what I love about doing lives, because people get to see me. And if I'm not your cup of tea, cool, move on. But if I am and you feel a connection with me, yes, I would love to make more friends, meet more people, and yes, of course, add more people to my team, only if it's a good fit. So, those are things that are really important to consider. Be yourself, and then just use the information that you're already consuming and now start creating from that. Um, Let me think. Is there another tip that I want to give you guys? Is there? See, this is why you don't go live late at night. Yeah, there actually is another tip that I wanted to give you guys. And here it is. Listen, the whole purpose of creating the content in the first place and coming up with some really great ideas. And here's another one. I'm gonna give you another one. Certain books that you're reading, you can definitely you could do a review on those books, or start up something where you can add your friends to it. Ask them, hey, would you be interested in having like a virtual book club or something like that? I've done it before, did pretty well. I will probably do it again, because there are so many amazing books that I've been reading, and I would love more and more people to be exposed to them. Well, you can definitely do things like that. And so finally, this. the whole reason why you're creating the content and promoting the content, circulating content, is for you to get leads. That's the whole point of all of this. You need leads. You need people, right? That's what your leads are. They are people, but you don't want just anybody, right? You don't want any and everybody to start talking to about your business, right? It's just like dating. You don't want just anybody to date. You want quality. You want to date quality. So it's the same thing with your business. You want quality leads. You want people. You want to start looking for people that are looking for you, as a fabulous mentor of mine, Diane Hockman, says. So if you're doing, and she says she learned that from, I believe, Jim Rohn. And so if that's something that you want in your business, if you want quality in your business, if you want sustainability in your business, then you better get out here and start looking for quality leads. And the great thing about it all is you can find leads online for free. So you're leveraging your time because you don't have to physically be somewhere, because you can only be one place at a time, right? And if you're only at one place at a time, there's no leverage there. But if you're online and you're circulating your content online, you could be everywhere all day, every day, even when you're asleep, you're there, you know? So that's one way to leverage your time. And then also it's a way to leverage your money, because it's free leads. You know, you don't have to invest in leads that are like months and months old or years old. They don't know how you got their information and now they're pissed at you. So, so instead of dealing with that, you can get out here, you can start connecting, networking with more people. Another major tip: don't go for the sale from the very first encounter. It's going to take a few exposures most of the time. You know, you might get that one gem, you know, that diamond in the rough here and there, where people just instantly connect with you and they're like, yeah, I love you, yeah, let's get together, let's work together, woo, you know. But that's not going to happen every single time you're out here online. So just remember, people need to be warmed up to the idea of working with you. They need time to start feeling comfortable with you. I mean, this is what any other human being would do. It's how you do. You don't just sit down with a total stranger and just because you had a nice conversation with them, now you want to get married like tomorrow. No, no, nobody does that. And you got to remember that when people are making decisions with their money, it's a major commitment for them. So allow them to go through the process, the thinking process of whatever theirs is. Yes, you can encourage that by building rapport, but you definitely want to allow a person time, and you don't want to rush them into a sale because it makes you look desperate. And so you don't want to have that happen because you want to be a professional out here. Okay, so those are just, you know, a few tips. You're doing all of this to get leads. Why do you need leads? Because you need people to talk to you about your business and to sell your products and services to, and to join your team and lead them so that they can duplicate what you do. But if you don't know what you're doing, you definitely don't want to duplicate that. So instead, these are like silly, simple ways for you to come up with ideas to create content about. Silly, simple. Think about your experiences. Think about some of the content that you've already consumed yourself through webinars, trainings, courses, coaching. You know, and just grab a few notes from that. Get out here and write a quick post or do a quick video. Very simple. I mean, this is not rocket science, you guys. And I think we make it a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. We make it more complicated than it needs to be, because, you know, it's just, can it really be that simple? Yeah, yes, it can. All right, so if you got value from this, I'm pretty sure you do because you've stayed with me to the end. So make sure that you share the video out. As I said, also subscribe, click the bell, and look below inside of the description box where you will see all of my social media accounts. You can follow me on every single one of them because I leave different pieces of content on different platforms, so you don't want to miss out on anything. You definitely want to join my newsletter, because in my newsletter that you'll find on my website right there on the homepage, in my newsletter I give exclusive, the ultra exclusive, mega good information there. So yeah, if you got value from this, give me a thumbs up, let me know. You can always comment. I'm happy to hear from you. And by the way, You guys, my 1, 2, 3 social lead generation challenge is starting up again very soon. So make sure that you click on the link in the description box for that. I'll probably leave it right up top so that you can join this challenge, be a part of this movement to start attracting leads to you. Do it for free. And inside of that challenge, I even show you how to start making money even from the people who say no to your business. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people fear as well: rejection. Well, you can learn how to do no rejection marketing hanging out with me. So, thank you so very much for tuning in. Cannot wait to see you in the next video.